Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to be talking about some of the new palettes from Tarte. Tarte is one of those companies very similar to Too Faced that I've seen at least in the last little while that has just been pumping out palettes like they're going out of style. And since I happen to be a palette whore, I thought I would just pick up a bunch of different palettes and try them out, see what works and what doesn't. So if you are interested in finding out what I think about the new Tarte releases, then make sure you keep on watching and you know the drill. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Let's talk about the first palette from Tarte, and it is this one here. This is the Maneater palette. I feel like I don't even need to say this because you can already see it. Gold packaging, leopard print, purple. I'm all over it. It's so pretty. This one here, I believe, is an exclusive to Ulta, which is where I picked it up from. And this one cost, I have my receipt here because I couldn't find it in Canada. This palette here cost $29 and I had a couple of coupons, so I was able to get it for a little bit less. So I ended up paying a total of $23.58 for that little bad boy. When you do open the box, you get a nice little insert. I love seeing these inside of eyeshadow palettes because it gets you started with a couple of looks that you can create using the colors within that palette. Not gonna lie, I'm not always creative when it comes to creating different makeup looks, putting different colors together, so I find this incredibly handy. Bam! There's the palette. I am so in love with this packaging. Not only is it gold, but it's also leopard print, which is another one of my favorite prints that are out there. It is a cardboard palette. I love that you crack it open. You have a beautiful mirror that you can use, and you also have every single color you could need to create a look just by using this palette. So if you are one of those people that does travel around a lot or you're on the go constantly, this is a great palette to throw into your purse, especially if you're looking to do touch-ups throughout the day. You do have 5 mattes in this palette and 3 shimmers. Yes, I had to double check. Good lord. These shadows here are so incredibly pigmented and buttery, and I'm even talking about the mattes. They are actually very similar, at least what I find, to Lorac palettes, where the formula is just very creamy, very blendable. I have been putting these to the test and I am so in love. You can even see the peach color there has so much pigment and it's so buttery. My God, I can't emphasize that enough. And here, I'll show you. I'm just swirling around my finger a couple times. Boom, there's your pigment. Absolutely gorgeous. I even like the highlighter shade here. It is very, very soft. It's not one of those super, super bright highlighters. You can hopefully see it there. It's not one of those crazy bright highlighters that is going to be in your face, but it is beautiful for highlighting the brow bone. If you want to add a little bit of highlight to the tops of your cheeks, you can easily do that with this. As a matter of fact, why don't I just go ahead and do that? So I've just taken a little bit onto my finger, and I'm just patting it onto the tops of my cheeks. And there you go. You can see that hopefully there. It's a beautiful, beautiful soft highlight. If you want a small little palette that is going to do everything for you, then I highly recommend that you pick this little one up. It is absolutely worth the price, and I think it is extremely versatile. The next palette I picked up is the Tarte Pro To Go palette. This is a mini version of the much larger Tarte Pro palette, and I am really, really loving this one as well. I like the packaging on the back because it does give you all of the shades that are in there, and you can see it at the very top of the box as well. So I think that's a little bit handy. Obviously, in addition to the colors that you see on the cover. The Maneater palette actually did the same thing. You've got the swatches of the colors up at the top. I love the packaging of this as well. It is black and gold. It is sleek. It is cardboard, much like the Maneater palette, and it's got a magnetic closure to close. Duh. And then you open it up and you have 6 eyeshadows in here. There are 3 matte shadows in this as well as 3 more metallic shades. These metallic shades are beautiful. They're buttery, again, creamy. They apply so easily to the lid. You can see the swatches right there. They have so much pigment and they are just beautiful, versatile colors, again, that you can use every day. And I think the mattes that you have in this palette as well are also very, very user friendly. There's the dark brown that comes in the palette, and you can see how crazy pigmented that is. And very similar to Too Faced, these palettes smell like cocoa. They smell so nice. Again, not overpowering, not something that's gonna make you feel sick, but you get a nice little whiff of something when you crack these palettes open. This one here is another winner in my books. I love it because it is so portable, it is easy to work with, and again, you can create a few different looks by using these shadows. What I look for in most of my travel palettes or any palettes that I'm taking when I'm on the run is something that I can use to create all of my different looks. I don't want to be packing multiple eyeshadow palettes. I just want to pack one and use it to create any look that I want, or at least as many looks as possible, just by using the one product. I also picked up the Tarte Pro To Go palette from Ulta. It was priced at $23, but again, with all of my coupons, I paid $18.76 for it. And now, moving to the crown jewel of the collection. I feel like I'm raising this like a chalice. This right here is the Tarte Pro palette. There have been so many videos and so many reviews on this. I'm sure you are sick of hearing about it, but I had to talk about it as well because it would be really, really sad if I passed up on this. There's a funny story behind this palette because I actually wasn't thinking about buying it until I tried out the Maneater and the Pro To Go. And I love those two little palettes so much, and I thought, well, why am I not just going ahead and buying the Pro palette? And I already have so many at home with similar colors, and I didn't think it was necessary, but the minute I started playing with it in Sephora and swatching my heart away, I ended up falling in love, and I thought, you know what, I gotta pick this one up too. I did order this one from Sephora Canada, and it is gonna set you back about $69. So it's not on the cheap end, but it's also not on the super high end either. I really like the palette itself. The mirror stays at just past 90 degrees, so it's really nice if you just sit it down on the table and you do your makeup this way. It's a beautiful mirror, large, love it. And then you have your beautiful palette here. Amazing colors and pigmentation. The blendability is there. And what I love most is that it is organized according to different looks that you can use. And apparently Tarte collaborated with some makeup artists to make this palette as user-friendly as possible. So no matter what level you're at in terms of makeup application, that you could easily create looks with this palette. So what I literally did for today's look, as you can probably see, I am wearing this palette today, is I just took this entire row here and slapped them onto my eyes, and I created a look. It was so easy. Every shadow that is in a square pan in this palette is a matte shadow, and then the ones that are in circle pans are duochromes. Duochromes mean that they just shift into two different colors, and they are stunning. I didn't think I would like them upon initial application because they did feel a little more on the powdery side, but once I started playing around with them, I discovered their potential. They layer beautifully, and if you really want to emphasize the metallic part of that shadow, just use a little bit of Fix Plus on your eyeshadow brush and pat that onto your lid, and that is going to give you lots of shine. Lately, I've been loving wearing glitter on my lids, so after I finished this look here, I did end up adding tinsel from ColourPop. It was one of the shadows from the Christmas collection, and I just love the little bit of glitter and even more pop that it gave. Similar to all of the other palettes, this palette smells delicious. I love each of these colors, and the color that I was most hesitant to use, believe it or not, is this little pinky red color right here. I love burgundy colors, but anything that leans more towards red, I find a little bit hard for me to use, mostly because I just don't know how to use the color to its full potential without looking like a zombie. True story. But this color here, when I was applying it, I used a very light hand, and I just started putting it into my crease just to give an extra pop of color, and I love how it turned out. It does not look overdone. It doesn't make me look like a zombie. It's just a nice hint of extra color. in the new market for some new palettes, I would highly recommend this collection from Tarte. You will not be disappointed. These are absolutely phenomenal products. And there you have it. That's my review on the new Tarte palettes. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. You can also connect me on all of my social media. I am going to link everything in the description box below, so make sure you head on over there to check it out. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you're having an incredible day no matter where you are in the world. Stay beautiful, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.